Good morning, tiny phone people. A little bit of a different video here than my normal video. Been doing quite a few videos about the Traveller's Notebook, but here's one that I've been curious about and kind of decided after dropping lucky at TK Maxx to have a little look at them. So I have a Moleskine book, 23 to 24 daily planner. Picked this up because they're normally £29 on Amazon and places where I've looked. And I don't know if you can see this. I've picked this one up for £7.99. So quite a significant saving. Leuchtturm was always my go-to notebook, and this is a 23-24, so July to December 24. Don't know why I picked it up other than the fact that it was £18 down to £5.99. Couldn't resist it. I already know the paper quality on those is absolutely brilliant. And then I stuck this on my wish list and someone kindly picked it up for me on my birthday, and this is a Rhodia web planner. I've used the Rhodia notebooks in the past and their paper quality is brilliant as well. So I thought, I've got 3 of them. What better than to open them up, stick a fountain pen through them, see what they actually are like. Let's see how good the Moleskine paper is or how bad it is, because I've had mixed opinions about the Moleskine paper quality. But I think first things I need to do is get rid of this nasty glare here and remove the evil plastic. So just bear with me a second. Made the nasty plastic go away, a bit less glare. Yeah, sorry, just feeling the quality of them. What should we do? Let's start with the biggest. Move them to one side. So Moleskine feels very good. It's quite chunky, which, given that it's over a year's worth of diary, I'm not overly surprised. Let's grab a ruler. This is a bit of chocolate on my ruler. Oh well. So this one measures in at just over an inch, or in real measurements, just over 2.5 centimeters in thickness. So it's thick. Don't think for the life of me you'd want to carry this every day, but I'm sure some people would. It's got like a fake leather feel to it. It's got the elasticated holder. Name page, pretty standard. Contact information. We have 22 and 23 yearly. Then we have some monthlies from July. Going through. It's quite small. Don't know if I could squeeze information in there, but potentially it could do. Then, what's this? Ideas and goals. Follow on from the monthlies. Travel itinerary, dates, notes for things. That's quite an interesting touch. Extraordinary moments of the year. Make space for your own template for a blank page. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if the camera actually shows it because my screen's turned off. But that is a world map in dots. So I'm assuming you could sort of colour in areas you visited or you want to go to. Interesting way of doing it. Timetable. Another timetable. And then it goes into a day to a page. You got the day and the date. You got 8 till 8 on the time schedule. Little area for the weather and the temperature. Tells you what week number it is. It's quite interesting. My screen keeps turning off. That tells me if I'm in shot and if I'm in focus. And I'm not, so that's really annoying. Don't know how much of that was actually visible. I'll find out. This video may not make it to the light of day, but I think this is going to be the same all the way through. We're going to have a week to a page right up to the end of 2023. So even December 31st. I think that'll be 2024. Yeah, 2024. You can just see it debossed. There we go. Look, if I get the light to hit it into the front. So, plenty of space. Absolutely plenty of space. Does feel like the paper might be not of the best quality, should we say. Should we give it a go? TWSBI Mini fountain pen. Noodler's Brown in this pen. So, let's put this here. I'll take a closer look at it. I'll start my screen up again. See what it's doing. I will try and get a close-up of this, if I can. But I can see it's not taking the ink brilliantly. It is feathering and tons of bleed through. Probably absolutely no problem at all. Get this to come back, focus back in with a ballpoint. Yeah, no problem with a ballpoint, but as I suspected, Moleskine paper, really not fountain pen friendly. It is something that I've seen written and on YouTube videos. It's such a shame because the book itself feels so good. But for me, it's unusable. I use fountain pens nearly every single day. And whilst I do have other pens, for something this big that's going to live on my desk or be used every single day for over a year, the paper has to be fine. It has to be good. This will... Well, I didn't just buy these for the sake of it. I had some use of it, but this one I believe is going to be used for my business. Mrs. Stationery Addict is probably going to take it for planning some of the social media posts and stuff and tracking. So it's not dead. It's not going to be binned. It's not going to be wasted. Has a use. Leuchtturm. I've had these before. I normally buy this size. You get the information leaflets that they always provide, little cover, and then really good hardback. These, because they're quite stiff, they do sometimes need breaking in slightly, like so, like that. And then if you, in the back, this one's different, not seen this before. In the back, it's a little contact book, telephone book, because I would have done. I think it's even got birthdays but then A to Z down the side, put people's contact details in. It's quite useful. Sorry about that. Just had to sneeze. I didn't want to do that on camera. Yeah, back to the book. Hardback. These survive my misuse quite well. I've always been a big fan of leuchtturm. Monthlies, calendar, useful for checking what falls on what day. Fly on my desk. Monthlies with days, again, very small. I mean, I'll try and zoom in if I need to on these, but I'm not sure you'll be able to actually see. Dog squeaking its toy. International holidays. Again, when I edit this video, I may have to do some B-roll and zoom in on these pages. Quite small. Project planner. So this is one of the reasons that I quite like the idea of this one, for me to jot down my projects that are long ongoing ones, so that I can tick them across on here. This is the kind of thing that I find it hard to put into my traveler's notebook. I guess I could probably make one of these pages and put these boxes in myself in a grid notebook. It might be something to look at, but traditionally I'm quite lazy, so I don't think if I did do it, I wouldn't keep up with it. Then we start in June by the look of it. Yeah, June. Week on 2 pages with the times and some notes. And this is another reason that I quite like the idea of this one. So I can still do the time tracking that I currently do in my traveler's notebook. Space for notes, and then 2 slots for the weekend, which I don't really worry about because I have my passport notebook. Little calendar down in the corner, and it tells me the week number, and it's small and compact. So considering it's got, let's see, what does it go right up to? What did I say? Archive stickers. Forgot about them. So we've got a few blank pages at the back. It goes right up to December 24 in a small book, with them all being weekly time slots. So this may well accompany my traveler's notebook. And got 2 note pages, so it's quite notebook pages, so you find where you are without any problems. Already know the pen paper quality on this is going to work, so that one's probably going to stay with me. And this one, I'll be honest, I didn't have a use for. This is more a curiosity to see how it was, because when I've looked at reviews of these, I couldn't really find out what was the layout. So tell me when it was made in French. The thing I do have a love-hate relationship with on the Rhodias, the material they use as like a leatherette on the outside is, I don't know how to describe it. It's very smooth, but whilst at the same time it sort of feels tacky. I have a full A5 notebook that I used for work for a while, and it tends to get damaged around here, around the corners when it's in your bag. You can see where they crinkle the leatherette across. It's quite a thick and padded material, but it does tend to wear down. So, and the orange discolours, but I do like the orange. It's a bit of a favourite of mine for this particular notebook. So obviously 23 up to 24 again. We've got the months. The thing I do like, you can tear the pages off, so you can quickly get to where you want to be, as well as having the page marker. Oh, that's different. So they've gone horizontal instead of vertical with their monthly. Allows the boxes to be slightly wider. So I do quite like that. That's quite a interesting feature. Then they've moved on to a week per page with a notes page all the way through. And again, this paper is brilliant. I have no doubt that this will handle everything I throw at it, because I've already tested this paper before. December 22. So let's test it. Noodles Brown, not an ink I've ever used. I had it in a sample and I wanted to try it. And this paper actually looks quite nice. Don't know if you can see it, because again, my screen keeps turning itself off. I really need to fix this. No good if you can't actually see what you're focusing in on. So maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. It's dried quite quick. It's dried quicker than I thought. No bleed through, way better than the Moleskine paper. Never any doubt from Rhodia, in all fairness. It's a excellent paper. I believe they use Clairefontaine paper. Yeah, this is the one I don't know if I have a use for. I like it. I do like the layout. I like the fact that I've got weekly, so I can jot down my notes, and then an actual thing for random thoughts and ideas. Maybe something that I pick up and chuck into a bag for day-to-day use. Not 100% certain, but yeah. If not, it'll become a random idea page and I'll just forget the calendar side of it, and it'll just become a notebook where I will sketch random ideas at my desk and things like that, and not worry about the notes page. So nothing ever gets wasted in this day and age. Recycle everything if I can, or I try and keep the paper for just general sketching. It may even be that I end up cutting the pages out of that one if I need to, and have it as some sort of scrap paper in my notebook. How would you use them? What do you think about Moleskine? Have you used Leuchtturm? I think Leuchtturm are very much my go-to book. Them and Midori MD paper are by far the best paper I've come across. But rather than waffle on any longer, I'll get this video done. I'm probably going to edit quite a bit of this video out, because looking at the time, I've waffled on for 20 minutes. Who'd have thought I could waffle on about 3 notebooks and diaries for 20 minutes? Yep. Thanks a lot, Tiny Phone people.